I mean, I've said this before. I don't quite understand the craziness about the supposed controversy. I don't think it's controversial. And so I thought it was a good event. And I think that in the end, Lomachenko and his whole team, they're just a bunch of sore losers.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, so crying Lomachenko is back at it again. You know what? Usually, you know, when I talk about Loma, it's just from a boxing standpoint. But I think now, I don't like this dude. Personally, you know, he just lets you know that all that humble stuff is fake. It's fake with him. Anyways, Vasily Lomachenko is saying that Devin Haney is scared of him because he won't give him a rematch. Once again, Vasily Lomachenko is using those racial politics, and don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm using the whole scared thing. As a matter of fact, did y'all see the last video I made with Tony Tarver? Did you see the clip with Muhammad Ali? You know, when he was talking about, you know, the people in America and race war and all that stuff. Do you notice even back then, they were doing the same thing that they do now back then? What were they accusing Muhammad Ali of? Being scared. What did they say about Cool Boy Steph Inouye? He's scared. What are they saying about Jermell Charlo and Tim Tszyu? He's scared. The black guy is always perpetuated as scared. Funny, because they created a whole designation to swerve these so-called scary dudes. This is why I say racial politics, because he knows that the race fans is going to cling on to that because y'all just love calling black fighters scared. But y'all don't want nobody to fight them. But they love calling them scared. Just like that commentator tried to say to Ali, he like, you know, you were staring at old dude, you know what I'm saying? Were you scared? Was he intimidated? He's like, no, I'm not scared or intimidated. He said, that's not what I see. What I do see is people like you trying to make this into a race war and stuff like that. So that scared narrative has been here a long time, since the days of Jack Johnson. Anybody is slipping and moving and evasive and slipping punches, he was strapped with the yellow streak. He's scary. Why don't you stand there in the middle and fight? This is just to let you know all those stipulations that they tell you about is made up bull crap. They just want a reason to discredit, to hate, you know, and not give anybody their props. Now, this is what I'm saying. Loma, if you thought you were robbed, why are you not pursuing trying to overthrow that unanimous decision? That's because them going after that unanimous decision, trying to give it overthrown, that was just a smoke screen. It was just bullshit. They were never going to do it because they know they lost. Like I said, how do you protest your decision and ask for a rematch at the same damn time? You can't have both. If you really felt strong about one, you wouldn't do both. You don't demand that, we want to recount, or you know what I'm saying, we want to send this to the board, and at the same time, you're asking for a rematch. Let me ask you a question. What happened to the rematch with Salido? Lomachenko didn't want it. Matter of fact, what happened to the rematch with Teofimo Lopez? You know what? That's all right. I'll show you.
That's it. If he beats Nakatani, dominates him, would you consider giving him a rematch?
You're pushing it, right?
I'll tell you like this. Nah, it's cool.
I'm not pushing it.
Nah, he's just questioning he's just answering for the people. You know, on his channel and everything, like anyone needs to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I'm giving the people what they want. I'm acknowledging that they're right when they're not. They're wrong. Everybody's wrong here. You know, but hey, it is what it is. I did what I had to do, and I was the one that stepped up to the plate.
So that's Teofimo Lopez saying that he's not giving him a shot. Guess what? Lomachenko didn't call him scary. Let me say that again. Lopez turned down the fight. He said no. That would be insinuating that he won, and I'm giving him what he wants. I'm not giving him nothing. No crying, no nothing. Lopez is not called scary. So that's why I say, leave Lomachenko where he at, man. You might as well go ahead and retire, you know, because what he has displayed thus far, you know, although his fans you know, he can't help who his fans is at the end of the day. But Lomachenko has turned out to be every bit. You know what? Now I get why they don't like you in the Ukraine. Because all that humble, so all that is fake. All that is fake. If you felt you won the fight, then go ask them to redo that fight and recount it. If that's what you really feel. But it's all smokescreen, and he used the moniker scared. Remember, Devin Haney was scared when he became undisputed champion and then chased you. He was scared then. Now he beats you and he's still scared? Stop it, Loma.
Well, I certainly don't put quote marks around it because he did defend the title. He retained the title. He got a legitimate victory, in my opinion. But the people that scored the fight and insist that Lomachenko was the winner 7-5, are you telling me you can't logically, intellectually, as a person that watches boxing, you can't see in a close fight like that there might be 1 or 2 rounds that you could easily change and have it come out a draw or for Haney? I find that to be disingenuous.
Yeah, they disingenuous. Because the truth is, this fight made boxing's racism pop out. And it watered his ugly head. And everybody trying to act like they didn't see this ugly bitch. Everybody trying to look around her and this, and that. No, you seen what you seen. You done heard what you heard. And it's exactly what I always told you it was. Now, let's end it on this. How can you call a man scared for not giving you a rematch? So if a man don't give you a rematch, he's scared. Then what do you call a man who gives up a belt in order not to fight somebody? That's not scared? See, you just can't with these people at the day. That's not scared. If he's scared because he didn't rematch you, then what do you call giving up a belt? That ain't scared? Once again, the stuff that they talk about makes absolutely no sense, because once you flush it out, you be like, what is this crap? And they ain't got nothing to say. Okay? The funny thing is, they didn't call him scared when he was trying to fight him when he was his mandatory. Okay? But as soon as he become undisputed, y'all call him scared. Then he pulls y'all bluff. Go ahead, fight your man and beat him. And they call him scared again. That's because calling him scared is a tactic to get people on your side to sympathize. So you are using racial politics to try to dig your heels in a position that you truthfully don't deserve, because truthfully, you was gifted this position once again by Devin Haney himself, on top of all the other gifts that you got. So I don't know where you get off in boxing thinking that you this princess that needs to be carried around and coddled every damn where. That's not what boxing is about. Okay, Lomachenko has officially become boxing's first Karen. Fact.